Oh, all right. I gotta reset this. Quit. Start a new file. Alright, trying to get through this without getting hit. Don't care about extra lives. Not paying attention.
Why'd you miss some of the coins?
No, I don't care about coins. Oh, dang it. I'm live streaming, by the way, JoJo. So you're in the live stream right now. Alright, here we go again. How do we erase these? Oh no, not that button. Erase file, yes. Alright, there we go. Starting over. Again. Trying for a perfect game. Without getting touched once. Why have I been doing so bad on this? Not even making a stupid jump.
Why is that one so far behind?
Because it's streaming. Oh. Ooh.
Dolphin or a shark? Which one?
Ah.
You could do a shark.
Finally, to 8-1 without getting hit.
Ooh, Cuba. Cuba. I want you to draw Cuba.
What?
Where's the remote to turn the volume up?
I think I saw one on top of the filing cabinet.
Then on the back side, let's connect the top down to the bottom. Inside, let's draw a little U, a really small letter U. And then we can draw another U that's a little bit bigger underneath. And you can even color that part in, except leave that first U white. So there's the pupil with a little head.
Oh, shnikes.
And let's draw another curve.
Oh, no.
Here towards the inside of the eye.
Dang it.
And we're going to draw another curve on the outside.
That sucked.
That looks really cool. Now let's draw
Oh.
the opening for the bone or the skull that he wears. We're going to start here and draw a little diagonal line. He's got this cool, it looks like a dinosaur or a dragon skull on its head.
He never takes it off.
Yeah. Now we're going to draw the top of the hole. We're going to come up like this, curve around,
The skull.
and then we can start coming back down on the outside.
Other Cuba.
And then down here, let's start by drawing a diagonal line coming underneath. And then we're going to bend up and connect to the outside. That's a cool shape. Let's make it look more 3D. Right here on top of the eye, we're going to draw another shape that matches the outside. So we're going to come around like this, come down. Now we're going to just match the same shape on the outside. And then right down here at the bottom, we're going to draw a straight line in. Now let's draw the other eye. We're going to start here, and we're going to draw an imaginary line that comes out. So we're going to leave a little space, and let's draw a guide point. Then we're going to curve from that guide point up and out to the left. And we're going to draw a big curve. We're going to go over the top, and we're going to stop right above the eye, right here. That's awesome, Hadley. And I love that it's not exactly the same. It's okay that it looks different. The most important thing is
To have fun.
and to
Practice.
practice. It's okay if your drawings are looking different too. Remember to practice and have fun. All right, let's keep going. Over here on this side, you could extend the top of his skull over to the right. And then let's draw the first horn. We're going to start inside, and we're going to curve up at a diagonal direction. Yeah. And then we can draw the top of the horn, draw a little curve at the top, and then we're going to draw a diagonal line coming back down. Good. Next, let's draw the cheekbone. We'll start here on the side of the horn, and we'll draw a curve that comes out further to the right. Then let's draw a little diagonal line coming down. And then we're going to draw a longer diagonal line coming down past his eye. So if we drew a little line going across, it comes down further. Now we're going to draw a diagonal line coming up and connecting to the eye. Now let's draw another line right here. We're going to curve into about the middle of that cheekbone. Now let's come back here and we'll draw a short diagonal line down and to the left. Then we'll go up towards his eye and just a little diagonal line back down. And then we're going to come back over here and draw the rest of his nose. Let's draw a diagonal line coming down to the left. And we're going to curve to the right and down. And then right here at the end, we're just going to curve down a little further. And then we're going to draw the front of the nose curving under. Now let's draw the bottom of the mouth, or the top of the mouth. We're going to draw a little curve coming out towards this line. See how we're getting close to this line?
Mm-hmm.
And then right here, we're going to add the tooth on the skull. So we'll draw a diagonal line coming down, and then a curve coming back up. Now right here, if we have a little space, we can connect that into the tooth. All right, let's draw the nostril on the skull. We're going to draw a sideways V. We'll come down and to the right. Then we'll connect the top. We're going to draw a little curve and then curve down. Let's make this look 3D just like we did with the eye. Inside of the nostril, we're going to come down and then forward. Come back over here. We'll draw a line for the other side of the eye, the second eye, and then we also need to draw the second horn. Let's draw two diagonal lines coming out of on the left left side and look up at the top, they get closer together, just like they do over here on this side. And then at the very top, we're going to curve and connect. We're almost done with the head. Let's add a few more cracks. One right here on the cheek. One right here on the nostril. Let's add a little eyebrow right above his eye. We did it. Now we're ready to draw his body. Let's first draw his arm and his shoulder. So we're going to start here and we're going to curve down. Then we're going to draw the inside of his arm. We're going to leave a little space right here. We're going to curve down and kind of get closer to the outside of his arm. And we can draw his little thumb. We're going to draw a U shape. And then we can also draw a little curve for maybe the talon. And then
Oh, man.
Just to keep it simple.
All the
Now
way to
let's draw
8-2.
his belly. We'll start right under his mouth. We're going to draw curves around. Now we can draw his leg.
So I'm going to do this for an hour until I get a perfect game with no hits.
Comes down, connects to his belly, curves around like this, and then connects back to his hand. It almost looks like you're drawing a circle. And then let's draw his foot. We're going to draw the letter U coming out from underneath the leg. And he's going to.
If I weren't videoing this,
and we'll draw a curve.
Totally get a perfect game first try.
Like a big giant toe. Then let's draw his other leg over here. We're going to start about the same height. We're going to draw a curve that comes out and down. And then right at the end, we'll draw a little U shape that connects back into his body. Oh, and let's add the toe. And then we can draw his other arm coming out to the left. Let's actually continue it further out. And then right at the end, we'll draw his little knuckle. And then we gotta draw his club, or the bone that he's hanging onto. We're gonna draw a diagonal line that comes out further. And then right here at the end, we'll draw, looks like a little upside down U. And then we're gonna draw the other side of the club, or the other side of the bone coming down further. Now let's draw the end. Draw two diagonal lines, one coming out on each side. Then let's draw a curve for the top on the left side. And we'll curve around on the right side and connect it in. Then let's draw the rest of his arm. First we're gonna draw his thumb hanging onto the bone. And then we'll draw the rest of his arm connected into his body. Oh, and also give him a little talon. What should we draw next?
His tail.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's draw a curve coming out to the right. And we're going to curve around and connect back into his body or his leg. And we also got to add the spikes on his back. Come out, back in. And then a smaller spike just below that one. Hadley, we did it. We finished drawing Cubone. Did you have fun?
Yes.
You did a great job. But we're not completely done.
You still need to color it.
This part we're going to fast forward, but at the end you can pause the video to match our same color. You ready to fast forward?
Yeah.
Hadley, we did it! We finished drawing Cubone and coloring, and he looks so cool colored in.
Coloring is my favorite part.
Yeah, it's my favorite part too. I hope our art friends are going to take time to color their drawings also. We used our markers to color Cubone.
Ah. Stupid box. Alright, there we go. again.
Hey friends, today we're drawing another Pokemon. We're drawing one of the starters from Scarlet and Violet. Which one are we drawing? Fuecoco. Yeah, I think that's how you say it. I hope you're gonna follow along. You need your markers or something to draw with, some paper and something to color with. Yeah, you ready to start? So, we're gonna start a little different in this lesson. We're gonna start with the mouth, the top of the mouth. And we're gonna start by drawing a test curve on its side. So start. Hey friends, today we're going to be drawing another Pokemon. Come on.
Alright. This is officially as far as I've made it tonight. Oh! 8-2 and got hit again. Hi. Starting over again. 26 minutes into the stream. Haven't made it past 8-3. Not the best.
We hope you guys have your markers too, and you're gonna follow along with us. Who's got the giggles? You ready to draw?
Yeah.
Okay, for this lesson, we're also gonna use oil pastels, and we really like Pentel oil pastels.
Yes.
And we'll leave a link in the description where you guys can hop over to our website and check out where you can purchase these on Amazon. We're gonna use a white, red, light green, and then we got this crazy color, which is full green. And we're gonna mix this with white to get the two different colors for his body.
Okay.
All right, you ready to start?
Yeah.
All right, let's first start with his head. We're gonna draw over here on the side so that we have room for his body.
Okay.
So we're gonna draw the side of his head first, so a little curve that's tipping in towards the top. Good. Then we're gonna draw the bottom of his head next, and we're gonna have a little corner right here. We don't want it to be a sharp corner, but kind of a round corner. You're gonna go like this, and then we're gonna draw a curved U, kind of a boat, the bottom of a boat. A boat line. There we go. And And then right at the end, we can start curving up for his cheek. Now let's draw the top of his head, and we're going to draw a curved line that goes over the top, like this, and we're going to leave a gap over here. So we don't want to connect them at the top. Now let's draw his ear. We're going to draw a little triangle shape to connect one side to the other. Now we're going to draw the ear on this side. So we're going to draw a line that comes up, and we want it to match this side, and then we're going to have it come back down, and we don't want it to connect here either. It's starting to look like Mozart.
Yeah.
Okay, let's draw his eyes next. We're going to draw a little line over here on this side, so the bottom of his eye, and then we're going to draw the bottom of this eye over here. This one's going to be bigger, a little bit longer. Good. Now let's draw the top of his eye. So this is going to come up and then back down. Good. And then we're going to do the same on this side. Go up, back down, and we want both eyes to be about the same height. Good. Now let's draw the inside of his eye. So we'll draw a little C shape, comes up, and then curves at the very top. And then we'll do the same on this side, a backward C shape, comes down. Now let's draw his eyebrows. So we'll draw a little line on this side, and another one on this side. Now let's draw his mouth. So we're going to start right under this eye and draw a line down.
For a second there.
And then we're going to curve towards the middle. And then when we get to the middle, start curving up. And then right under the eye, curve straight up. There we go. Now let's draw his little nostrils. He's got two little nostrils.
Oh, what the heck?
Mouth. It's starting to look like Bulbasaur. Good job drawing his head. Now he has some
Oh, he
shapes
jumped that
on
far.
his face, but we're going to draw those at the very end. Let's keep drawing his body. All right. Now, let's draw his first leg.
Starting over again.
On this side. So
29
that
minutes.
comes down. Let's make yours a little longer.
Play till I get a
So how
perfect
do you
game with no
get
hits.
there?
Or for an hour.
Okay, we're gonna draw
Whichever
his
happens
little toes.
first.
We're going to draw a sideways V right at the end of that. And then connect the V so it makes a triangle. Then we're going to put a little line, and we're going to do another one, a V, and then connect it, make a triangle. Good. And then one more line, small line, another V, and connect it, make a triangle. We got his little toes.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's draw the rest of his leg, and it's going to curve up. It's not going to come up very high. It's about halfway of this other side of his foot.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's draw his belly. And we're going to draw a curve that comes over to the other side, and we're going to end right under his eye. Good job. Now let's draw his other leg. So we're going to start up here. We're going to curve down. Good. And then I'm going to connect his belly into his leg. There we go. Now we're going to draw the same toes. So a little V, and then connect it to make a triangle. Then we'll do a little line, another V, and then connect it. Another line, V, and connect it. Now let's draw the other side of his leg that comes up, and it's going to curve all the way up and go just higher than the other line on the other side of his leg. Good. Now let's draw his body, and it's going to come down here and create his back leg. So we're going to start up here on his ear, and it's going to S curve down to about the same distance as his front leg. Good. Now let's do those same V's. We're going to do another V right here for his little toenail, and connect it at the top, and then a little line, another V, connect it, line, V, connect. Good. And then right here we're going to connect it into his body. And then we're gonna imagine that line from his leg going behind his front leg and then popping out at the top.
You guys want to play Nintendo Switch 2? Yeah! Alright, 2 teams. Yes,
You can enjoy Mario and Friends' latest adventures on Nintendo Switch 2.
Some plumbers show up. At M1 Pro Plumbing, we show up and solve the problem. Family owned, union plumbers, and no nonsense. Just honest work and real results. No runaround, no surprises, just done right the first time. M1 Pro Plumbing, your local experts. Call 970-270-6932 today.
There we go, we did it. There's his body. Now he has one more foot back here that's tucked behind his belly. So let's draw 3 V's right here. 1,
Ah,
2,
stupid.
3, right next to each other. And then we can connect them.
Alright, back to 8-1 again.
And then we're going to draw the foot. So we're going to draw a little curve that comes down to the right toenail. And then little lines in between to connect them. And then right over here, connect to his front leg. And we did it! Good job, Checkers. Give you another 5. We drew his body.
Yeah.
What are we missing?
the bowl.
Yeah, the big bowl. It looks like a piece of garlic.
Yes.
Looks like a flour bowl. And so let's draw that next. We're going to start up here, and we're going to draw a big S line that goes over his ear and connects to the top of his head.
Okay.
So we're going to start over here. We're going to do the big S. Like that. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Good. Now we're going to come back over here. We're going to draw another one that comes down and ends right about here. So we're going to draw a big S. Here we go. Like that. Now it looks like Bulbasaur.
Yes.
Alright, right from here, jump.
Okay, we're going to draw
Jump.
a couple more
I don't know
S
what the
lines.
heck happened
Let's draw
last
one
time.
right next to this one. And so we're going to start close to it, like this. But then when we get down to his body, we're going to get further away.
Back to 8-2 again.
Good. And then right here we'll connect the S line into the other one. And then we're going to start the other side of this leaf. So we're going to do a big S line, comes down, and then this one's going to come almost like right into his ear. Good. And then right here we're going to connect to this one with a curve. Okay, let's draw a little leaf that's tucked behind the other ones. And then there's one more bulb sticking out over here. Now what are we missing?
Like the spots on his like body.
Yeah, we're missing all the spots. So let's draw the ones on his forehead first. So let's draw a sideways or an A shape. Sideways A shape. And then we'll connect it
Oh,
to make a
man.
triangle. Then
That
we're
was the
gonna draw
stupidest
another
spot to
A
get
shape
hit, too.
right below that one. And then connect it again. Then there's a little
Well,
square
now
shape.
we're at 35 minutes.
It's really small. Good. Now he has another triangle down here on this foot. So A shape. Connect. Then on this foot,
Starting
we're gonna
over
draw a
again.
V and connect the top.
Somebody got tired
And
of
then over
watching.
here We're going to draw a square shape. So let's first
Lost
draw the
somebody
V.
on Rumble.
And then on top of it, we're going to draw an A shape to connect each side. Good, just like that. Now he's got one more shape on his back. So we're going to draw another V. And then on this side, we're going to connect to his back. And then on this side, we're also going to draw a line to the back. Perfect, we did it. We got everything in there. He's going to look way cooler after we color him.
Yeah.
Okay, so this part we're going to fast forward, and you guys at home can pause the video at the end to match the coloring. You ready to fast forward? Yeah. Let's do it right now. In fact, turned out awesome. Now we mixed two colors, didn't we? We used this color. This is our blue-green, a little pastel, and we did the whole body of Bulbasaur.
Yeah.
And then we went back over with the white to lighten up his body but leave his spots darker. Now you guys at home, if you don't have the right color, you can always mix colors to try to get a closer color to what you're trying to draw.
Yeah.
Did you have fun? Yes. You promise you had fun? Yeah. You guys had a lot of fun following along with us too. Remember, if your drawings don't look exactly like ours, it's okay, because the most important thing is
Have fun.
yes, to have fun. And we'll see you later, our friends. Goodbye.
Looking for high quality and low prices? The Furniture Row Super 7-Day Sale is for you. That's 7 days to find huge savings on sofas, dining, bedroom, and mattresses. But hurry, the Super 7-Day Sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
With incredible new transformations. You can unleash wild abilities and experience Donkey Kong like never before. Donkey Kong Bonanza, rated everyone 10 and up, only on Nintendo Switch 2.
Hey, our friends, today we're really excited because we're going to draw another Pokemon. Who are we drawing?
Charmeleon
Yeah, Charmeleon. And we've already drawn Charizard.
and Charmander.
Charmander, yeah, so be sure to check those out too. You need your art supplies. We're going to use a pencil and a marker. You also need?
Some paper and something to color.
Yeah, you ready to start?
Yes.
We're going to use our pencil first. This is so we can draw the guide shapes and also guidelines to get the general shape of Charmeleon. Now let's first draw a circle for his head. I'm going to draw it up here towards the top of our paper and a little bit to the left, on the left side. I'm going to draw it about this size. Ooh, maybe a little bit bigger. That's a great part about using a pencil first. You can get it just right before you
Eat
move
one
on to the next step.
again.
I pressed really hard so that it would show up on the camera.
Getting
but you
really
can
used to
press
8-1,
lighter
yeah.
at home so that it's easier to erase the guidelines when we're all done. You can also go back over it if you want to make
Sometimes
it
I
bigger
mess
or
that jump and fall
smaller.
right in that
You can
hole.
also move it. Oh, look at this. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. Go back over it. And then if you make any changes, you can use your eraser and erase the other guidelines that you're not going to use anymore. So I made this a little bigger, so I'm erasing the smaller circle. Now let's draw the guidelines for the body for Charmeleon. We're going to start here. We're going to draw his neck. The start or the front of his neck, we're going to draw right in the center of the circle. So we can also even put a little guide right here in the middle, at the bottom of our circle. And we're going to draw a curve. This is for his belly. We're going to curve down like this. And we're going to curve around. And we're going to come past his head and then curve up for the tail. So look at this right here. If you
Oh.
down from the circle, I think I went out too far. So if we go
Ow.
straight down from the circle.
Oh
I'm gonna
my
draw the
gosh.
belly not sticking out
You'll
as
never
far.
die right
So
there.
I'm going to draw another guideline.
I just
right
held the run
over
button too long.
The first one I did and bring
Oh
it
yeah,
in
40 minutes.
so it doesn't stick
20
out.
more minutes. But I'll
That
beat
his
it.
head-
I'm
He
quitting.
doesn't have that big of a belly. So now I'm going to erase the other guideline because I don't want to use that one anymore. I'm going to use the smaller one.
Kind of looks like a balloon with a wiggly.
5 people
string.
watching total, it looks like.
I don't know how to say.
The balloons might flying away.
Yeah. And the strings like.
Yeah.
Looking for high quality and low prices? The Furniture Row Super 7-Day Sale is for you. That's 7 days to find huge savings on sofas.
Next, we're going to draw the guideline for the back of Charmeleon. So we'll start here. So I'm going to leave a little space, and we're going to draw a line. Draw kind of an S line. I'm going to curve in like this, and then we're going to curve out just a little bit, and we're going to go past the tail line. So I'm going to come down about that far past the tail. So it comes in a little bit, and then it comes out. So he has a really strong body. And the general shape of his body looks a little bit like a pear.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Bigger at the bottom, and then
Jumped up to 5 people watching on Rumble.
You made it come out a little further.
Yeah.
2 on
I wanted to
YouTube.
make it a little wider.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's the great part about the pencil.
Oh.
Okay, now we've got just 3
Thanks
more
for joining me
guidelines
while I
that we
play
use. So
Mario.
up here at the top, I'm going to turn my paper
Sadly.
sideways. Sometimes that helps. We're going to split our top, the head circle, up here, we're gonna
Trying to
split
beat the
in half.
game
I'm gonna draw a line. Just use your eyes to
without
measure
getting hit at
and
all.
split that circle right in half. Then we're gonna also
Don't care
draw
about
a
extra
guideline
lives
for
or
the
coins or
shoulders.
any of that.
We're gonna leave a little space so that he has room for his neck.
Trying to get
And
through the
then
whole
this is-
game
this
without
will be the
getting
top of his shoulders.
hit once.
Gonna go through the whole body. And then we're
Made
also
it
gonna
to
draw
8-2
about
multiple
half,
times and
measure
then
this shape,
mess
and
up on
put it about
8-2.
in half. That's
Sometimes I
where
mess up on
his legs
8-1.
are gonna start. I might go a little lower, so I'm gonna draw another line that goes straight across like that. Go over it a couple times to make it darker.
Play for an
friends.
hour. I think I'm at about 45 minutes now.
It's tipped just a little bit like
Or
this, and you
until
can tip it the other way. That way his
I make it all the way
are the
through
same height. Yeah, there you go.
without
We're
getting
done with our
hit.
pencil. Let's put that off to the side. We're going to switch to our markers. We're going to use this on top of all of the pencil guidelines. Well, let's first start on his head. And we're going to start with the eyes.
And if you didn't read the description, I'm playing this
This line,
is
and that splits our
Super
circle.
Mario
We're gonna
All-Stars
cut it just a little
version.
bit and
Playing
add
it
a
on
point.
my Wii U,
Okay, now we're going to draw a diagonal line
on
that comes
Wii
up
Flow.
and touches the circle.
This is a modded Wii U.
And then we're going to draw a diagonal line coming down, and it's going to go past the end of the circle and go outside of the circle. This is for his nose. And then right here inside of this V shape, we're going to draw his eye.
I've done this
Curve.
a lot of times, beating it without getting hit once, but I've never been able to do it on video
Space right here for
or
his
on
nose.
stream,
We're gonna draw
so
a point right about
that's
there
the challenge.
on that line. And we're going to draw a diagonal line going up, and we're going to go all the way up. See, look at this. We can draw an imaginary line. We're going to draw another diagonal line, and it matches the height of this line.
Oh, dang it. I hate it when that happens.
Straight line that comes
How do I
across
get under there?
the guideline like this.
Oh, this might be another restart here.
Here we go. Yeah. We can draw the outside of Charmanders. Nope, Charmeleons. We're going to draw the end of Charmeleons. Like that. Curve coming down and connecting. Okay,
Trying to do
now
this
let's
jump
side to
crouch
side.
does
We're
not
gonna
work
draw
well.
that curve coming down.
Especially with this controller.
And then inside, let's draw a little
Look what I
U
did,
shape
honey.
like that.
Honey,
And
look
then
what I
let's
did.
color that U shape in.
I hit
That's
the
a
stupid block.
Let's come
I
over
can't
here
get
and
under
let's
there.
color this whole thing in,
Were you
because
ever
can
able to
see
do that?
So that's his pupil. There we go.
I don't think he
Now
fits
let's
on
draw
this version.
The top of his head or his forehead. We're gonna draw a little bump for the eyebrow shape,
Like
and then we're
this.
gonna cut in and then touch the circle again.
Dang it, Mario.
So it comes in and then
Why are
come
you so
back out,
fat,
touch the
Mario?
circle.
Can't
Then
fit
we're
between the
gonna draw
blocks.
Top of his head, we're gonna come in just a little, and then
I
we're
guess
gonna
we're
go
restarting.
way outside of the circle. for
That
the
sucked.
end of- He's got this really cool horn on the top of his
Alright,
head.
oh, we are actually right at 45 minutes now.
Then we're gonna curve around for the top of that horn, and then we're gonna come back and touch the circle.
15 more minutes.
Isn't that cool?
Perfect game.
I love how the circle is
Oh,
helping us make
God.
the shape. Then we're gonna start at the horn, and we're gonna draw a diagonal line that comes down,
Think I can do it,
and then
Jojo?
come back out and touch
Yeah.
right
You
where
think I
the
can?
half, the line that divides
swear.
the circle in half. Yeah. Then let's come back
A few
in,
months ago,
and we're gonna stop.
I turned on, I don't even remember if it was on this or a different system, the very same version of this game.
Now we're gonna draw the front of his
And, like,
nose.
the
We're gonna
first
draw a
try,
line that comes
I
down
made it
like
all
this.
the way
We're gonna
through with
stay
no
outside
hits.
of the circle.
And every time I try to do it on
Then we're gonna come
stream
back in with a
or
short
on video,
line for the top of his mouth,
it goes about like it's gone tonight.
and then we're gonna draw a line that's straight across. Look at that; it matches the bottom of his eye. And I'm gonna stop just under his eye. See how if you drew a line straight underneath his eye, that's where we're gonna draw a little curl that comes up for the last part of his mouth. Yeah. Now we're gonna draw the bottom of his jaw. We're gonna draw right on the guideline of the circle. We're gonna come down and trace the circle. And then we're gonna draw his jaw. We're gonna draw a diagonal line coming up. Nice, we did it. We drew his head. Oh, let's add a couple more lines. Just right here, he has a little muscle for his eyebrow. We'll draw a curve there, and we're gonna draw a curve, the same curve on the other side.
The heck is that, Jojo?
Let's draw his body next. we're gonna start here and we're gonna draw his neck. So we'll start it on his chin, and we're gonna come down right to the shoulder line. That's this line, the guideline that's coming across. Then we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. We'll draw a curve and stop at the shoulder line. Nice job. Now let's draw his arms. We're going to start by drawing a little bump that comes out for his shoulder on the left. And we're going to draw that same little bump, come out and then down for the right shoulder. Yeah. Now let's draw.
I didn't do nothing. Jojo. You're going to jail, Jojo. Oh, less than 13 minutes to get a perfect game here. No problem on that jump tonight. Alright, let's not screw this part up like last time.
The only thing more unusual than the crime are the detectives. The good,
We shall solve the crime.
the bad, and the humble.
Back to 8-1.
The sheep detectives rated each only a Theater's AA.
Now let's draw the left arm first. So we're going to come out like this to his
Yeah, I
elbow.
thought I was going to overjump that
This is gonna
spot.
come really. Actually, I probably came too far, but that's okay. And then we're gonna. That's okay. We're gonna curve down, draw another diagonal line coming down further. And we're gonna come back up to his armpit. We're gonna draw a little point, leave a little space right here, and then a point that's on the guideline, his belly line. And we're gonna draw the diagonal line coming out for the other side of his arm. And then watch this line. This line's going to be a little trickier. We're going to draw another diagonal line, but towards the bottom it gets further away. Yeah. Now right here at the end, let's draw a little curve coming in. And we're going to draw the letter V for his first claw on his thumb.
Alright, here we go.
And at the top of the V, let's draw a curve to end the talon or his claw. Okay, now let's draw a short little line behind or next to the claw. And we're going to draw another V. This one's a little different. We're going to draw a line that comes down like this,
2 again.
straight down, and it comes past the thumb, and we're going to curve back up. Nice job. And then we'll draw that curve to complete the claw at the top. Now we're going to do one more letter V right here at the end. We're going to touch on the claw. Draw the letter V, it comes up, and then we can connect it back in to the other side of the arm. And then let's draw another curve to complete the claw.
These
Now
guys.
let's jump over here, and we're going to draw his other arm. We're just going to repeat all of the same steps. We might change it a little bit since his arm is on this side. So we'll draw the top of the arm. We're going to come out
Aye.
and then bend down. So these lines should look close to about the same height on our drawing. And now let's draw the other side of his arm, just like we did over here. So we're going to start where his armpit would be. This time I'm going to draw inside of the body. We're going to draw the inside arm. We'll stop there.
Alright.
And then we're going to do the
Here we
same
go.
thing. This line is going to come down, but it's further away down here than it is up here.
Oh, finally.
Alright, let's repeat those same steps. First, we're going to draw a little curve coming in. We're going to draw the thumb claw. And we're going to draw the letter V. And then we'll draw a curve at the top of the letter V to complete the talon. And we'll draw a short line in. We'll draw a letter V.
Oh,
This time
gosh,
we're
that
gonna
was
draw a
scary.
straight line or a curve going to go this way, and then we'll curve back. And then we can draw the top of the claw. And then let's do one more talon. Draw another letter V.
Alright,
Connect
8-3,
the
finally.
outside of the arm.
Usually don't have any problem with 8-3. I don't know why 8-2 is kicking my butt so bad tonight.
Awesome. Yeah. Both of our drawings are turning out really cool, and I love that they're not exactly the same. And it's okay if the drawings are a little different too, because
The most important thing is have fun.
yeah, and to
Practice.
practice. Remember to practice. All right, let's keep going. Good. Now we're ready to draw his belly. But we're
hit
gonna
these
add
guys.
a guide point down here at the bottom. So this is
Mhm.
the side of one of
Where's
his
the other
legs.
one?
We're gonna come in and add a guide point, maybe right about there. So it's kind of thick. He has really strong legs. Now we're gonna draw his belly.
Alright.
We're gonna start
Hammer
above
bros.
the arm line on the guide line, and we're gonna just trace on top of that pencil line, and then stop down here at that point.
Two more hammer bros right
Good
here.
job. Now we're gonna draw his back. We're gonna start underneath on his armpit right here, and we're gonna trace over the pencil line. But this time we're gonna
You
stop.
can run through this part, but
This
man,
line, the guide line right here.
I'm not concerned with the speed. I'm just
Come
concerned
out
with making it to
strong
the end.
leg. We're gonna come out, and then right where the tail crosses over, we're gonna come back in.
Alright.
Good. And then we're gonna draw the rest of the line
I'm
coming
gonna
down.
try to
and
jump
matching
over these
the
guys,
guide
but
line. Yeah. Now let's draw his foot and the rest of his leg. So
Alright.
down here at the bottom, it's kind of like what we did on his thumb or on his hand. We're gonna draw a short line coming in.
that spot right there is the last actual coins in the game.
For his first talon, we're gonna come down.
Multi-coin block, and we did it. 8-4.
And this time, instead of a curve like we did up here,
Oh, now
a
let's
smaller
see.
upside down V.
See how I do on 8-4. It's been a while.
A little bit of skin in between his talons. And then we'll draw
Sometimes I just
another
actually
V.
accidentally run right down there and straight into the lava.
Another upside down V for the top of his claw. And then we're going to draw a little more of his
There
foot.
you go. Whoa.
This time when we draw the letter V, let's come up
Over the
this
lava
side,
down the pipe.
and then we'll curve back up. Yeah, and then we can draw a line coming down to connect the end of the towel. Now we're ready to draw the rest of his leg. Right here on the top of the towel, we'll draw a little curve coming in for the top of his foot. Then we're gonna curve back out, and we're gonna touch that point on the belly line. And then we're gonna curve back up like this towards the top,
Ah, now watch out for the fish.
and we're gonna stop right about there. He's got that really strong leg.
Oh!
Leg.
Alright, guys, I'm just gonna try to beat it.
We're not gonna use the same
No, I'm not gonna get the perfect game.
But we're gonna start in the same
But
spot.
I'm gonna try to
So
beat
see
it here.
this pencil line comes across. That's where we're gonna start his leg.
No perfect game tonight. Ah!
This.
Alright, since I'm on 8-4, I'm gonna try to
And then we're gonna
finish the game here.
in.
I don't have many lives because I wasn't concerned
We'll
with
make sure that this line
getting
is
extra
about the same
lives.
length of where his foot is over here.
I actually
So
find
let's
it
draw the claw
easier to
this way.
beat this
We're gonna
part
draw a
when I'm
sideways
small
V,
Mario.
and then back in.
Although, being able to shoot the
Let's draw
fireballs,
another one right next to it.
definitely
We're
an
gonna draw
advantage.
Sideways V like that.
Squeezing through things is a little bit easier when you're small Mario.
And we can connect the top or the end of those talons. Oh, let's draw one more talon. Just
I'm not
so that we
mess
have
with
three on
those
the side,
stupid
three on the
flying
side. Let's
Koopas.
draw behind the first one. Now we're going to draw the other side of his leg.
Watch out
Let's
for
leave
the
a
fish.
little space on his belly. And we're going to draw
Oh, there we go.
a curve coming towards his knee.
Alright,
With a
now
diagonal line towards his knee. And then we're going to curve down. And this is going to be higher than
Usually-
his talons.
let that go by and go under.
This is where his heel is, and then we're going to curve back. into
Nothing
the
can
bottom
really
of the talon.
touch. What is he doing? Why is he right there?
We did
I
it,
swear.
yeah. We finished his body,
Ah.
his legs, and also his arms.
Dang it.
Yeah, we
You
did.
stupid
Let's
octopus.
switch back to our pencil.
Alright,
instead.
now I got the other octopus to deal
We
with.
can change his
Ah.
how close it is to his arm. I thought it would be cooler if
I
we
swear they don't
did
move like
right
that on the
his arm.
original
I'm
version.
going to start here on his belly. I'm going to draw
Alright.
a new line.
I
that
didn't even
comes
see how many
out
lives I had.
farther, like that. I'll draw it a little bit darker so that reference
Run,
you
run,
can
run.
see.
Oh! That was sad.
Then let's erase
2
the
lives.
first line we drew.
And this is it, guys.
Now let's draw the other side of this
I
tail.
don't know why I am done because I'm about at the hour mark.
We're gonna draw a curve like this, but right here at the end, we're gonna leave just a little gap.
Do this without making any stupid mistakes.
My favorite part. So we got that tail shape in there. It comes off of this leg, curves up just like the bottom part, and we leave that little space here. Now let's draw. We're gonna draw the letter U at the end of his tail. We're gonna draw guidelines for the fire. Now let's turn this
pipe.
U shape into. Oh, it's like a raindrop. So I'm gonna curve the right side. Go back over it and make it a little darker. And then we're gonna draw the other side of the fire coming down. This side is more of an S curve.
Alright.
Tail curves one way and then back the other way.
Stupid water part.
Yeah,
Shouldn't be
that
this
was
difficult.
Now, if you
I'm
want
gonna
to
go
make
over
the
the
base
fire
of the
this
raindrop
time
a little bit
around.
wider,
What is
I'm
his
gonna do
deal?
that too.
Why?
I'm gonna erase this
I swear.
extra guideline
These
on the side
octopuses are kicking
and
my
make
butt.
this a little wider.
Alright, now we got it. Now we got it.
And curve back in.
I can at least get to Bowser here.
We have our guidelines.
As long
all
as I get
finished.
over this last hammer, bro.
Let's draw over the pencil line for the tail. So I'm going to draw the top part first. We'll just trace over the
Timing
guideline.
this is such a pain.
Then do the same thing for the bottom of the tail or the other side.
Right after jumps. Ah!
Now the fire is going to be really cool. Let's start at the top. I'm going to draw a line coming
All
down
right.
on the left side.
This is it.
Then let's draw some fire coming out of the raindrop shape. So I drew a W. Then I'm going to curve back into the fire like this, curve down, and connect to the tail. Now on the right side, let's add more flames. We're going to draw a line that comes down on top of the guideline. Then we'll add a little zigzag, come down further. I'm going to add another zigzag, come down even further, and then one more zigzag coming out, and then connect down to the bottom. Jack, we did it! We finished drawing Charmeleon. He looks really cool. We're done with our markers, but before we color it,
Oh my
let's use our
gosh.
eraser and go back over
Ah.
and erase all of the extra.
I think that's it,
lines that we
guys.
still
That's
see.
my last life. Game over. I'm done. Alright. Come back next time and see how much I suck next time around. No perfect game, and I didn't even beat the game with my lives that I had left at the end. 59 minutes and 45 seconds. That's it for tonight. Probably doing an MMA live stream tomorrow. We'll see.